Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name is Todd, also known as Magic, and this is of course Terraria. So last time we explored some sky islands, made a sky mill, made some more armor, and we were mostly just putting off trying to build the rest of this base, at least from my perspective anyway. This time around we will be trying to add on to this base, just to clean it up. I'm going to go collect that wood here in a second. But I did think of one alternative we had for cutting off these little rooms here, because these big rooms here, for instance, like this one that I'm in with the chest salesman, are perfect size. I like the size of these smaller rooms as well, but this size of room here with a guide, for instance, is just too big for one NPC. I think it would be much better if we had them sectioned off and looked a little bit more like this. I just think this looks better overall, but I wanted to find a good replacement for this wood, and I think one of my options that I was looking at was palm wood or living wood. Now, I don't have any palm wood on me at the moment, but I do have a living wood wand, which I found thanks to a computer. Now we're going to see if we can't make some wooden-like beams. I think that looks pretty good. Let's open it back up so we've got space for a door. And there we go. And I don't think that invalidated the housing. It did not. So I think we're good with that. Yeah, I think I like the look of that. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. It's close enough. These jungle doors have grown on me, by the way. I originally didn't like them, but I think I like the look of them now. Alright, so now, in the future, if we're compartmentalizing these rooms, we'll use the living wood wands to convert normal wood into the living wood that we saw previously, or that we can see on our screen at the moment, to give it a little bit more flair. So it kind of looks like a wood beam, because that's the main goal I'm trying to go for here. And you can see a little bit of how the wood beam, or the living wood looks. I like the look of it. It gives it a very rustic feeling. Oh, almost forgot the door. I think we'll use the normal wood for the doors here, and the jungle wood for the doors that separate the actual rooms. I think that looks pretty good. Give it some variance. As we expand onto this place and we make it large enough that we don't have to separate these rooms, or if we never get to that point, we'll see how we can kind of design around this style already. I'm hoping in the future we'll have enough space and enough rooms that we won't have to compartmentalize these rooms, but we're going to have to make do for the moment. Alright, good there. I'm going to have to make lots and lots of walls. Our boreal wood walls, because we definitely don't have enough of those. Let's see. Workbench, boreal wood, okay. Just make an absolute ton of those. 1,000. Let's go to 2,000. I think we'll have enough wood for that. Okay, so we got 2,000 boreal wood walls, still got 500 boreal wood. Should be able to make lots of extra rooms with that, but let's go cut down the extra wood that we had over here, because I was about to forget to do that. No, I need an axe. I am missing my axe for some reason. Did I throw that in a chest somewhere? I might have thrown it... Yep, I threw it into the big chest, the storage container. Don't want to do that because we want to be able to cut down these trees. Okay. So after this episode, hopefully we'll have the main room for our crafting and things of that nature completed. Once that's completed, I'm hoping that we will be able to expand maybe just 2 or 3 more times. And kind of be done with it after that, at least until we can get maybe into hard mode. I don't want to spend forever building, but you know, you gotta spend enough time to get your NPCs and actually build a decent base. We will also have to at some point think about building a sky bridge, just so we can get around the map a little bit easier and maybe fight some bosses up there. Maybe we'll build the air arena. That'll come in handy later on, but I think we'll save that for much, much later. Skeletron will probably be our main focus in the next episode. That is, if we're able to even handle him at all. I'm quite worried about him, if it wasn't already apparent by just the fact that I've talked about him and how difficult he is. I'm hoping that with this final little bit of building, we'll be able to get maybe the Alchemist, or at the very least, somebody who can sell us some potions. I don't know if there are any other NPCs that do, but I know for certain the Alchemist does. I'm really hoping he'll join us, so we can get some buff potions, such as Iron Skin and some basic stuff like that. If we're lucky, we might even be able to buy a couple Calamity potions, things of that nature. Because the potions that were added in the Calamity mod are very, very good. They buff damage overall, they buff health regeneration, things of that nature. It would be very nice to have them. Okay, I think that will do for our wood collecting for the moment. We've got over 1,000 wood again. I'm going to just plant a bunch of trees again so we can harvest them if we need more wood for expansions. I'm hoping we won't, but you never know. Alright. Okay, almost done planting trees. Okay, and now we are self-sustaining. Once more. I think the most will probably... Crimes, that slow buff lasts forever. The most will probably go over to, for our base here, is maybe to where we've flattened it out, because we do want some space to be able to have to grow some more boreal wood trees. And this area here really isn't all that great for that. But we'll see. We'll see how much wood we have by that point. Okay, so just continuing from where we kind of left off. Just add in the back wall. Alright. Just gonna start replacing the normal wood wall. Actually get some good walls back here. It's about time, right? Okay, that's all replaced. Repaired. And let's see. I think we are in the middle here with that little platform, but we'll take a look here in a second. So, I believe if we go over 19, we should be close to the middle. Well, we're kind of close. Maybe 18. So maybe let's make it 16 instead so we can get enough space. Let's also take out that wood wall right there so we're not going to cover that up. Don't want any resources going to waste. We'll probably reuse that wood wall at some point for something. Or at the very least we'll turn it back into normal wood. Oh, I completely forgot what I was doing. Dang it. Oh well. Well, an easy way to count to make sure that we're in the middle here is to just close it off, and then we'll make spaces. So go, that's 1. Oh. Alright. It's 2. Come on there, come on here. There. Nope. There. There. And then we believe the middle is right there. So this pattern should be the exact same on this side if we are in the middle. So we'll add that one back in here in a second. If I don't keep messing it up and misclicking. No, I don't want the icy shards. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots. How many do we have on the side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are off a little bit. How do we remedy that? Okay, so we had one more in here. We'll get rid of this. Move this over. Actually, let's put that back. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we should have 8 on the side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is the actual middle of our little platform here. So we will change over this. Let's knock this wall out just to make sure. Throw another wood down right there. Okay, so this will be our crafting space right here. It's in its entirety. Let's make sure we're lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're lined up. Just looks a little bit off to me because it hasn't been finished yet. Eyes playing tricks on me. Alright. I kind of like that marble there, but I'm not sure if it really fits with our pattern that we've got going on, so we might change that in the future. Okay. Right over to there. Right over to here. We will probably compartmentalize these areas up top, definitely, because I can fit a lot of NPCs up in these areas up here. Since this is our main crafting space, this will be our storage space. We don't need these massive areas up here or here for anything other than NPCs, really. I did also want to add some walls or some doors up top here, because I noticed we didn't have any previously. And we definitely want some doors to be able to get some easy access to our NPCs where we need them. Okay, so we'll add in a jungle wood door there, a jungle wood door there, we'll add in another jungle wood door there, and the last one right there. Okay, so we'll probably need some more jungle wood here soon. That's kind of unfortunate. Might decide to just switch to normal doors if that's the case, but we'll see how many we can make. Can make 5 more doors. It's alright. Let's just fill in the rest of this wall here. Oh, and we're also gonna finish up the floor down here. Alright. Awesome. That should be good. That looks pretty good based on my eye. I think everything's lined up good. I'm just going to replace every bit of wall back here. Make sure that we have the right style going on. Okay. It's finally starting to come together here. It's only taken us how many episodes to get here? And we're not even really close to being done with finishing this base, but it'll come together here. We're making a lot quicker time than we were previously, thanks to just kind of rushing through it. Still gotta add a lot of personality to some of these rooms too. Kind of sucks to have them look very barren and whatnot, but all in good time. Okay. Good there. Good. on all my torches now, but I think we have finished the walls here. Looks much more like a basement now. Okay, torch, torch. We'll throw some extra torches over here. We'll space these out better here soon, but that'll have to do for the moment. Alright. Let's finish putting the wall in this main room here, and then we'll start compartmentalizing up top to actually get some space for our NPCs. Gotta switch to smart cursor so it just does all the work for me. There we are. Now we just gotta clean up this ugly looking normal wood wall. Okay. Mostly cleaned it all up. Just being very haphazard here at the moment, but I think we're gonna make it look better here. Oh, I don't wanna get the walls above me here because I do plan on putting walls up and I don't want to waste any if I'm able. Okay, I think if we could just grappling hook ourselves to the ceiling here, we can much quicker replace all this stuff. Okay, it's actually shaping up. What do you know? How many episodes? I think I already made that joke. I'm repeating myself, and it's not even been that long. That's not great. What did I want to talk about? Ah, that's right. I did want to talk a little bit about what mods are out there that have just recently popped up that I probably won't be playing with, but I would probably recommend that you try out if you've never tried them out. There are some that I probably wouldn't recommend if you're worried about compatibility, but they're very fun. I didn't plan on using them for this playthrough just because the compatibility issues would grate on my nerves, and I don't really like that. But they're very fun in mods if you haven't seen them before. There's mods like the Spirit mod. There's some other ones like... what am I thinking of? Criminies. I swear I remembered what they were just a moment ago. Spirit mod's a really cool mod if you've never seen it before. I guess I could link it in the description of this video. But it's effectively just a mod that adds in a bunch of bosses and weapons. I think it adds in a really cool set of weapons for each of the classes or like specializations you can choose for Terraria, which I really love the idea of. I love that kind of class fantasy sort of thing. That really makes me happy to see that sort of stuff. It's not critical, you know, but it's fun stuff nonetheless. Alright, so we're going to need to knock down this wall here. Prefer to just knock down a singular wall, but I'm just going to knock down everything, I guess. That's unfortunate. Oh well. We'll put up our compartmentalization here. Oop. There we go. Now we'll replace the wall. Okay. Fix this right up so we don't have any spaces or any gaps. Alright. I can probably open these doors now. Wait, I gotta put walls behind them still. That'll take some time to get used to. Let's put some wood here. We'll build up and we'll just knock out what we don't need. Okay. I think these look quite good, like very wood beam-like. I think it fits the overall look that we're going for. Very rustic, kind of red roofed log cabin. Okay. Okay, put that back. Oh, the other mod I was thinking of, I don't know the name of it right now. I'd love to recommend it, but I just really can't remember the name of it. I was trying to do there for a second, going a little bit quiet, and I shouldn't do that. But effectively, the Spirit mod is definitely one I recommend. It's got some compatibility issues with, I think, Calamity, because it takes over a beach, I believe. I'm not positive on that. I know that there are some issues with it, definitely. In the baseline parts of the Spirit mod, there's some glitches and whatnot that the creator, I believe, was trying to work out. It's a very good mod overall, though. It's very fun. I definitely recommend checking it out if you've never seen it before. I really love the class weapon style that it's got, plus some of the other stuff is just neat. A lot of Terraria mods just have things that are kind of neat, which you'll just grab just because. And any mod that can add a new boss is definitely a fun one, because new bosses are always entertaining. But I didn't want to add any more for my pack just because Calamity kind of adds some of the hardest bosses I've seen in pretty much any mod, really. At least that I've seen. So I didn't really want to add on top of that because the series would be forever if that was the case. Just kept it simple, at least for the moment. Okay. We might be able to compartmentalize these rooms again. I think we should be able to. But I'm going to have to figure out where I want to do that. Well, let's finish putting in the walls, and we'll worry about that here in a second. So we are kind of running out of time slowly. Not making great time on building this house is what I'm saying. If we can just get enough for maybe the rest of this before we compartmentalize these rooms here, and then finish compartmentalizing these rooms over there, and I think that'll do it for the moment. We'll definitely have to expand more in the future. I was really hoping to get a lot done, but building just doesn't happen that quick. It's one of those things in Terraria that if you don't really like the zen feeling of just putting something together, you're probably not going to like this game. But that goes for most crafting, building style games. Minecraft, some other ones come to mind, but those are the big ones that I can think of. This game, Terraria, of course, and Minecraft are definitely very well known. I prefer, honestly, in my opinion, this 2D style, though, just because it allows you to create some cool art, whereas the 3D style tends to be very restrictive because you have to have a very good PC or a good computer to be able to run some larger art pieces, for instance. That's kind of why I like the simplistic styles like this. Oh, I just remembered another game that's probably a larger name, and that would be Starbound. That's another one that came out. So originally when it came out, I don't think it was very well received because it was very in development still, but I've played a little bit of that recently, and that's quite a good game. So if you're getting bored of Terraria, for instance, and you're looking for something new, check out Starbound. That would be my recommendation. It's quite a good one. Alright. So we built that up. Okay, let's put on a door here. And we will move this over. Let's move it right over to here, and we'll put a door there, or put a table there, and we'll put a chair, and we will put our chair back for this area, and we will also start building our wall here. Oh, gotta knock out the wall behind it. If I'm able, that is. Okay, I think I knocked out just the wall behind it, so we can save that bit of wall, reuse it later. Let us fix fix that. Is this, yes, it's still just a little bit. Oh, see, just takes a matter of a second to knock out more wall than you were expecting. Let's put that down there. Let's not have smart cursor going. Let's put this wall, this door here. We'll open that. We'll fix the wall that we broke. Perfect. Oh, we need to move the table and put in some new tables. I also need to put torches over in that area we just built. We're going to need more tables here as well, aren't we? Alright. Good to go there. And now we need one here. Looks like we have just enough for this area here, but we'll have to make more for the areas up here. Alright. So are these valid housing? It's not valid housing. Not valid housing. Now why is it not valid housing? I'm thinking it might be because it's too close to this house here. Let's see if we can't move it around. So that's occupied, that's occupied, that's occupied. Sometimes what makes valid housing and what doesn't make valid housing is very arbitrary, I feel. Alright, so we're gonna have to fix up the wall again. Let's try not to knock out more than we need to knock out. Oh. We're gonna fail miserably at that, aren't we? Okay. Well, let's put down our living wood regardless. Okay. Good there. Let's just fix the wall. I think I might have put some wall behind the separator that I just put up, but I'm gonna have to deal with it for the moment. Chef. He is in my way at the moment. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop him. He is standing on, yeah. Standing on nothing there for a second, but that's okay. We're just gonna drop him because he doesn't need to be standing right there in my way. Alright, now if we put up a door, we will check to see that housing is already occupied, housing is missing a table. But it is considered valid housing again. Okay. Alright, so we'll knock this chair down. We'll put up the table. And we'll put up the chair. Okay, so we'll put the cook. Weird. I don't know why the banner for him is right there, of all places. I think it might be bugging out. Now we'll put up this door again, we'll see what happens. Yeah, for some reason it's right there, and I don't know why. Housing is already occupied. Let's see. Occupied, occupied. Are these not getting separated right? What's going on here? Oh, there we go. I think it might have just changed it right there. Suitable, occupied. Okay, that does change it. Okay. So we're going to have to put them away from these other walls. I don't... Like I said, sometimes the why behind a lot of stuff is arbitrary. I don't understand it. Something to do with how big the house is and how close to other people they can be. So we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to fix what we messed up and move on. Okay, that should be good right there. We'll put up the next living wood separator, and we'll put up a door, and now we'll fix the wall. Perfect. Okay. this. Put this here. Okay. Table and a chair occupied. Interesting stuff. Okay, so we've got Maz the Desert Alkalite, who's in that room now. Put it there. Finish up here with that. Okay, so that fixes that. We'll fix this room down here real quick, and hopefully put up some more torches and tables for the other rooms, and maybe get another NPC if we're lucky. And not just get NPCs we've seen already. That is, if we're lucky. I think I'm gonna just take the approach of just knocking out 2 walls here from now on, because it seems to be the quicker and more accurate way to go about it, at least for the moment. There we are. Throw down a door. Oh, this table is too close. We're gonna have to move that table up. I know it's too far. There we go. Everything's in place now. We'll fix these walls. Alright. Now we've finally got some decent living conditions for NPCs. I think there might be some walls behind the separators and maybe even that floor there, but I'm not worried about it. Not just for a single piece. We've got lots of wood for the moment. I think that'll do. Alright, so we'll put up some torches. That should be good. At least for what we're doing here, because we're just going to put in some tables and chairs. Alright. Oh, don't break that. Don't break all the stuff that I had to work for just a moment ago. Okay. Now quickly craft some tables and chairs and be done with this. At least for the moment. 20 tables and 20 chairs ought to do. For any sort of things that we have in the future. I should probably get some different materials, but I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. Let's just put table and chair. Not going to worry about where these are situated exactly, because we'll probably change this fairly soon. If not, it can always be changed whenever I feel like it. Okay. Alright. Oh, we got the Dryad. Fantastic. So we did get a new NPC. And let's see, so we got suitable, suitable, suitable. Fantastic. So we finally got, I think, enough houses for all of our NPCs for the moment. I could compartmentalize these basements, but I don't think that would be very wise. It's already kind of cramped as is. Is there anything else that I need to worry about? Okay, I think that we're good for the moment. We'll probably change this up arrangement here, and we'll probably change this arrangement here to be more like this, so we get some more light and some more, you know, flavor to the area. Add in bookshelves later, do some other stuff, but we gotta defeat Skeletron first. So I'm gonna take all the stuff that I've currently got, I'm gonna deposit it into, I would prefer here, but I don't think we've got space. So we'll deposit it all into this chest. We'll pull out my axe again, in case I need it for whatever reason. We'll see about potions. Just to get ready for next time, let's go with the heart reach potions. Don't know if I'll need them, but we'll see. We'll go swiftness. Anything else that I could use? Could probably use a gravitation potion, but not gonna worry about that. Pies, potions there. Okay. So I think for the moment that we'll be ready for the fight with Skeletron next time. I would like to have more potions, but I don't think we have anyone that can sell us any good potions. Dryad, she just sells herbs and boss summoning items. Thanks to the mods. Transform into a frog. Jump incredibly high. Cannot use conventional items while transformed. Huh. That's an interesting item. Bloody worm tooth. I think we can use that for something important later on. I think that can be used, but there's definitely some boss summoning items. Let's check with the NPCs real quick. I know. One thing after the other, isn't it? But I just wanted to see if there are any other NPCs that might be able to sell me something that might be useful for the upcoming fight. Potion, dream potion heals additional material, potion chaser. What? Oh, okay, so it just adds to what your potions are able to do. Not super useful. Let's buy a couple more pies. I'm not saying we'd need them, but hey, a pie for your gobble's not too bad. Let's see. He just has guns. The mutant, I don't believe, has anything important aside from boss summoning items. The desert acolytes. Doesn't look like he has anything good aside from throwing stuff and a spell, which I don't think does enough damage to really be important. I've never used it, so I'm not positive, but I don't think it's that good. That's a basic merchant. He doesn't sell anything great. The painter doesn't sell anything. The cobbler, I think, sells some stuff after you can defeat it. After you defeat certain enemies. Yeah, he sells the water walking boots, which we'll buy a pair of. So we'll need some of those later on. Let's see. Goblin Tinkerer doesn't sell anything. Okay, I don't think any of our other NPCs sell anything important. So we'll probably focus on Skeletron. Maybe we'll even do the Eternia stuff, because the mods do add stuff for Eternia. Oh, the Witch Doctor sells an Abomination, Blowgun, imbuing flasks. I won't be using really flasks. Okay. Now, I can't use any of this stuff really right now. We might decide to fight the Eternia event before we do Skeletron, and then we'll definitely focus on Skeletron next time. But until then, goodbye.